Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to share with you my thoughts and experience on why you should diversify your training rather than having a more kind of singular and hyper-focused training approach, regimen, or fitness program. Now, the term hybrid athlete has been thrown around the internet fairly recently. It became a popular term, and essentially, to me at least, it refers to a well-rounded individual who can perform various athletic tasks and activities fairly well rather than somebody who focuses solely on a single fitness attribute. So it's not somebody who focuses only on strength, agility, speed, endurance, reflexes, coordination, but rather somebody who is fairly good at all of them. Now, in this YouTube channel, I have shown you how I maintain my active lifestyle by incorporating multiple physical activities in my life. Now, you know that I primarily do bodyweight training and kettlebell training for resistance training. And I also train in boxing regularly. It is a part of my regular activities. And then occasionally I go for things like light walks, breeze walks, hill sprints, jump rope, swimming, even things like just basic yoga and primal movement or animal movement training. I do all of those things as part of my sort of daily life and part of my active lifestyle. But my goal with this channel is really to share with you how simple it can be actually to stay fit. And it doesn't have to be something that is finicky where you have to really think about what you're eating and measuring every gram of food that you eat, or kind of having a really well detailed training program that you have to follow and stick to in a really strict manner. My goal in this channel is to really show you that you can just essentially live your life and be, in a fairly good shape actually, and really enjoy your life, right? My message is always to don't make your life all about fitness, but rather adopt fitness as part of your active lifestyle and then live your life to the fullest. I've spent more than 20 years going through specific strength and bodybuilding programs that, were really popular on fitness magazines or on the internet. If you've seen it or you've known about it, I've probably tried it. Things like the starting strength 5x5, the Wendler 531, the Cube method, German volume training, power hypertrophy. I even did things like P90X and Insanity, Mike O'Hearn's PB program, which I think stands for power bodybuilding. But I've done so many programs, and I stuck with each one of them for a while. It's not like I only did them for like a couple of months, right? I went through multiple cycles of each program. The ones that I stuck to with the most were probably the 5x5 starting strength, as well as the Wendler 531. I really stuck with them for years, actually, just kind of alternating between the two. I can confidently say that I speak from the point of view of experience. Now, the problem with my training approach at the time was, I got pretty good at those specific lifts. So like a barbell squat and barbell deadlifts, I get pretty good at those. But I wasn't really getting good at any other fitness attributes, right? I wasn't developing my cardiovascular endurance. I wasn't agile. I remember I tried to do box jumps, for example, and I felt kind of awkward and off, even doing simple things like cartwheels and all kinds of physical activities that you can think of. It felt kind of awkward because I never did them. I never jumped or hopped side to side or sprinted or walking while squatting or crawling. I never did those things. So I found that sticking to any of those strength programs left me sort of feeling deficient in many other aspects of physical fitness and health, right? And on top of that, I was getting hurt and injured more and more because the goal of a lot of these fitness programs were to incrementally and infinitely continue to raise the number of weights that you use, right? So you want to continue to lift heavier and heavier and heavier progressively until the end of time. But I think I found that at some point, I wasn't able to continue pushing those numbers. And instead, I was getting hurt. I was accumulating injuries, small, minor injuries here and there, but they were becoming chronic. Shoulder pain that wasn't going away, sort of groin pain and knee problems, lower back issues. I was getting all of those things, especially. Maybe partly it was because I was getting older, particularly when I was like 35, I think, I started to really getting a lot more injured. And because of that, I had to take significant amount of time off from lifting. So I wasn't really a fan of doing that anymore. And then I found this kind of more diverse way of training to be much more sustainable in terms of avoiding injuries, having multiple goals to strive for, and in general, they're just more fun, incorporating different aspects of training as part of my life. And I think the key principle is to approach fitness as a lifestyle than as a goal. So if there's one key takeaway message that I can do, that I can offer to help people get in shape, is stop trying to build muscle, stop trying to lose weight or lose fat, and instead focus on building healthy habits to transform your lifestyle into an active one. Because by doing that alone, it's going to improve every aspect of your life, which includes your physical appearance, which is probably the primary reason why most people work out anyway, right? Is to look a certain way. But if you focus so much on that, it's going to be much more difficult for you to sustain it long term. So it's much more beneficial and sustainable for you to try to change your mindset and adopt a more active lifestyle instead. The details, honestly, they don't really matter so much. It doesn't matter what training program you do, what activities you choose. If you want to follow what I do, of course you can. You just follow the template that I've shared many times on this channel. But generally speaking, by adopting an active lifestyle, your physical appearance is going to follow, right? People say you are what you eat. That is true. So you are how you live. That's probably even more true, right? So it's not just what you eat, but also how you live your life. And having an active lifestyle, regardless of the details, what you choose to do as part of your training regimen, your resistance training, your cardiovascular training, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Just try to adopt a healthy and active lifestyle, and everything else will follow, basically. So hopefully this video was able to inspire you a little bit to try this sort of more diverse way of training. If you've been training for a while and maybe you feel like you've hit a plateau, or maybe you feel a little bit bored and you just want to try something new, you can try to approach your lifestyle in a more diverse way and train like a hybrid athlete. When you train this way, it allows you to train, as I said earlier, multiple attributes of fitness. So you can be working on strength, you can be working on power, on speed, agility, reflexes, coordination. You could be working on all of those things. So it helps to stimulate your brain in a healthy way as well, because as human beings, we do need to continuously stimulate our brain in order for us to keep a healthy mental state, right? Because actually your mental capacity is much more important than your physical attributes, because if you have a sharp mind, you can continue to stay active and essentially do whatever you want, right? And also, when you train like a hybrid athlete, it's just more fun. I understand it's subjective, what is fun to me may not be necessarily fun to you. But again, because it's diverse, you can probably find things that are fun that you can do. It doesn't matter what it is that you choose to do. But again, if you don't know where to start, you can try to follow my template. Primarily do kettlebell and bodyweight training. And then on my active recovery days, I just do any of the physical activities that I enjoy doing, like boxing, swimming, going for walks, going for runs, hill sprints, animal movement, primal movement training, simple yoga. So you can just try all of those things. And it's really simple. It's not that difficult. I never really chase fatigue and reach to a point where I almost injure myself. I just stay active, and it really helps me to stay fit and be able to spend more time doing things that are more valuable and important to me, like spending time with my family, with my wife and daughter. Having to work longer hours from time to time, I'm able to do those things without having to sacrifice the quality of my physique, essentially, right? So that's it for the video. I hope this was inspirational and encouraging to you if you are somehow stuck in a rut, or you haven't had a chance to adopt a healthy lifestyle and an active lifestyle, and maybe you are on a journey to do that. So as always, thank you for watching. Check out my other videos if you're looking for a free workout template that you can do at home, just 3 days in a week, using simple tools like kettlebells and bodyweight exercises. Check out the link in the description below. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.